Have you ever been sitting across the room from your cat, having a quiet moment of connection, when they suddenly do something that looks almost human? They look you right in the eye and slowly they wink with just one eyelid. Most owners see this and laugh it off. We think there's a bit of dust in their eye, or maybe they're just being a little weirdo. But in the world of feline communication, nothing is random. Behind that single-eyed wink is an ancient biological code, a complex social strategy, and a deeply emotional message that most owners completely ignore. If you miss this signal, which, let's be honest, almost everyone does, you are missing a precursor, a tiny window of opportunity where your cat is testing the waters of trust. According to animal behaviorists, your cat is a hardwired predator living in a human world. They don't see you as their owner, and they definitely don't see you as a human. To your cat, you are a really big, really clumsy cat, who somehow ended up in their colony. Because they see you as an equal, they use a secret language to navigate the tension of living with a giant. Today we are decoding the secret meaning behind the one-eye wink. We're going to look at the fascinating science of vocal identity, why your cat is taking a calculated emotional risk, and how this tiny movement is actually the subtle precursor to the legendary slow blink. If you've ever felt like you wanted to experience the deepest level of connection your cat is ready to give you, this is the most important signal you will ever learn to read. 1. The conflict of the gaze. To understand the wink, you first have to understand the danger of the stare. In the wild, direct and unblinking eye contact is not a sign of affection. It is a challenge. It is confrontational. When two cats lock eyes without blinking, they are usually seconds away from a fight. Now think about how you look at your cat. You stare at them because you adore them. You want to see every detail of their face. But in cat language, you are accidentally sending the exact opposite message of what you feel. You are acting like a predator that is about to strike. This is where the one-eye wink comes in. It is a tension buffer. By closing one eye while keeping the other on you, your cat is performing a biological compromise. They are saying, I am watching you, but I am choosing to break the challenge. It is a signal of de-escalation. They are acknowledging your presence in the colony while simultaneously telling their own nervous system that you are not a threat. 2. The blurry world, why they can't see your face. There is a biological reason why your cat relies on these subtle eye movements rather than facial expressions. Your face is a blur to your cat. Cats have incredible vision for tracking fast, small movements at a distance, but their close-range vision is remarkably poor. Anything closer than about 10 inches from their face is out of focus. Furthermore, cats don't see the crisp edges and fine details that humans do. They see outlines and shapes in a permanent, soft focus. Because they can't see the tiny shifts in your eyebrows or the corners of your mouth, they focus on the one thing that is clear to them, the movement of your eyelids. Your cat doesn't carry a photograph of your face in their mind. They carry the entire feeling of you, built through your scent and the rhythm of your movements. The one-eye wink is a high-contrast signal they know you can't miss. It's their way of checking in with the giant cat in the room without fully committing to the vulnerability of the full slow blink. 3. The calculated emotional risk. If the slow blink is the cat kiss, that signals 100% trust, then the one-eye wink is the handshake before the kiss. When your cat closes both eyes in a slow blink, they are choosing to go temporarily blind in front of a being 15 times their size. In the wild, that is a massive vulnerability. A predator that closes its eyes in front of another animal is betting its life that the other animal won't attack. The one-eye wink is a halfway point. It is what behaviorists call a calculated emotional risk. Your cat is testing you. They are closing one eye to show a level of comfort, but they are keeping the other eye open to monitor your reaction. They are looking to see if you are going to stare back with wide eyes, which feels like a challenge, or if you are going to understand the invitation. If you ignore this signal, or if you continue to stare without blinking, their brain registers it as a failed attempt at repair. Over time, if a cat offers these subtle signals and never gets a response back, they stop trying. They don't become mean, they just go quiet. And that silence is the sound of a cat that has given up on trying to bond with you on a deeper level. 4. The big cat theory and equality. Why does your cat care so much about these repairs? Because, as we mentioned, they see you as part of their colony. According to animal behaviorist John Bradshaw, cats have never developed a separate social behavior for humans. They treat us exactly how they would treat another cat. When your cat winks at you, they are treating you as an equal. They aren't looking up to a master, they are communicating with a peer. This is actually the biggest compliment they can give you. It means they don't see you as a separate species or a provider they have to please, but as a member of their inner circle. They are running a social program designed to keep the colony peaceful and synchronized. When you understand the wink, you are finally starting to speak the language they've been using since they were kittens. 5. How to respond, the vocal identity hack. So, what should you do when your cat gives you that one-eyed wink? You have to close the loop of the interaction. Step 1. The return blink. Don't just smile and look away. Return the signal. Give them a slow, deliberate blink with both eyes. This tells your cat in their own language, "I hear you, I'm not a threat, and I trust you too." Studies from the University of Sussex confirm that cats are significantly more likely to approach a person who returns these eye signals than someone who just stares. Step 2. The soft tone. While you blink, use short, soft, slightly higher-pitched phrases. Research from Paris Nanterre University shows that cats can distinguish their owner's voice, but they only become truly alert and affectionate when you use this specific cat voice. By combining the slow blink with a warm, soft tone, you are building a vocal identity of safety. You are telling their nervous system that everything is okay. 6. Meeting them at their level. If you really want to capitalize on the trust built by that one-eye wink, you need to do something most owners find too simple to be effective. Sit on the floor. Think about life through your cat's eyes. Every human is a giant that towers over them. Even your love and your pets come from a place of height. When you sit on the floor at their level, you are making yourself a small enough presence to meet them where they are. When you are on the floor, you aren't a giant reaching down from above. You are an equal presence. This removes the pressure. If your cat winks at you while you're on the floor, it's a sign that the distance between you isn't just physical, it's emotional. They are choosing to be with you on their own terms. This is the purest form of trust a cat can offer. 7. The power of the handshake. If the wink leads to a slow blink, and the slow blink leads to your cat approaching you, this is the perfect time to use the cat handshake. Most people greeting their cat reach straight for the head or the back. But to a cat, this can be jarring. It's like a stranger walking up and hugging you without warning. Instead, extend one finger and hold it a few inches from their nose. Let them sniff you. Let them process your scent. In the feline world, scent is how they recognize family and home. When they push their face into your hand or rub their cheek against your finger, that is your green light. You've gone from a tension buffer wink to a handshake, and finally to a state of secure attachment. 8. Why this matters for the long run. You might be wondering, is all of this really necessary just because my cat winked at me? The answer is yes. Because your cat doesn't have words, these microsignals are the only way they have to measure the quality of your relationship. Every time you correctly interpret a wink, a slow blink, or a tail flick, you are telling your cat's brain that you are a safe and predictable partner. When a cat feels understood, their cortisol levels drop and their oxytocin, the love hormone, rises. This doesn't just make them nicer, it physically changes their body. They become more resilient to stress, they are less likely to hide or act out, and they are more likely to seek you out for comfort when they are scared or sick. To your cat, you are their entire world. They notice when you're gone and they wait for the moment you walk through that door. When you learn to speak their language, starting with that subtle one-eye wink, you are giving them the greatest gift a cat can receive. The feeling of being unconditionally safe in their own home. Conclusion. Your cat is a creature of deep instinct and quiet loyalty. They don't need you to be a perfect owner, and they don't need you to hunt mice for them. They just need you to be the person who finally hears what they've been trying to say with their eyes for thousands of years. The next time you catch your cat giving you that one-eyed wink, don't just smile and walk away. Take 3 seconds to slow blink back. Use that soft, silly voice that only they get to hear. And remember that in that tiny movement of an eyelid, your cat is telling you something profound. I see you, I trust you, and you are home. If you learned something new about your cat's secret language today, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps us reach more cat parents who want to get it right just like you do. And tell me in the comments, how does your cat talk to you? Do they wink, trill, or follow you into the bathroom? Let's decode their world together. Because in the end, your cat doesn't measure love by the treats you buy or the toys you provide. They measure it by the moments of connection where you finally, truly, meet them at their level.